Hi, welcome back to my channel, Heaven and Heli. I'm Heli. I'm very excited about today's episode because we're diving into something that's truly transformed my life, pranayama, or breathwork as you may know it. If you've ever wondered what pranayama actually is, when to practice it, or how to get started, this video is for you. I'll be sharing a little bit about my own journey, explaining the deeper meaning behind the practice, and walking you through some of my favorite beginner-friendly pranayama techniques that you can start today. I first started practicing pranayama about 4 years ago, and it came into my life at a time when I really needed it. Since then, I've gone through so many transitions, challenges, and phases of healing. And throughout it all, breathwork has kept me grounded. It's helped me through anxiety, grief, and overwhelm, not by changing my external circumstances, but changing how I am able to react and meet the world around me. Even people around me have noticed a difference. I've been told that I seem more calm, more emotionally stable, and just softer. Honestly, I can feel it too. I'm less angry and less reactive. Whenever things start to feel like they're too much, I always come back to breath. So let's start with the basics. What is pranayama? In simple terms, pranayama, or breathwork, is the practice of coming back to conscious breathing. But it's more than that. The word comes from Sanskrit. Prana means vital life force, the energy that animates us. Ayama means to expand or to extend. So pranayama is the expansion or control of life force through breath. Now that's pretty powerful, right? According to yogic philosophy, our bodies have energy channels, or nadis. There are over 72,000 of them running throughout our bodies, but there's three main ones that I want to share with you. First, we have Ida. This is the energy channel on the left side of your body. It's connected to the moon, to feminine energy, and to the right hemisphere of your brain, which governs creativity, introspection, and emotions. Ida is cooling, calming, and intuitive. Then we have Pingala on the right side of the body, associated with the sun, masculine energy, and the left hemisphere of our brain, which is all about logic, action, and outward movement. Pingala is warming, activating, and energizing. And finally, Sushumna, which runs straight up the spine through the crown of our heads. This is where the chakras sit and the pathway of the spiritual awakening. When we talk about Kundalini energy, this is the path it travels. Through pranayama, we can start to clear the blockages in these channels and allow our energy, our prana, to flow freely. So that's a bit of background on pranayama and the energetic makeup of our body. So now, when should we practice pranayama? Traditionally, it's said that the best time to practice is early in the morning, before sunrise, when the energy of the day is still quiet and still. This time of the day is known as Brahm Muhurta, and it's a sacred time for spiritual practices. Another beautiful time to practice is in the evening, to reset your system, let go of the day, and prepare for deep rest. But honestly, the best time is whenever you can be consistent. Even if it's just 10 or 15 minutes during your lunch break or before the shower, showing up regularly matters more than finding the perfect time. Just try to avoid heavy meals and drinking lots of liquid beforehand. Make sure to sit with your spine upright, and most importantly, listen to your body. I cannot stress that enough. If you start to feel dizzy or lightheaded and unwell at any point, please stop, rest, and come back when you're ready. This practice is here to support you. It is not meant to push you to some extreme. So now that we've covered the what, the why, and the when, let's move on to how. I'm going to share a few simple pranayama techniques that are perfect for beginners and that I use in my daily routine. So let's begin. I like to begin with Anulom Vilom, or alternate nostril breathing. This practice promotes relaxation and helps balance the energy flow between both hemispheres of the brain. Traditionally, we begin with the left nostril as that connects with the Ida Nadi, calming lunar energy. Starting on the left helps ground us and brings in more stillness. But if you're using this before a meeting or to feel more alert, you can start with the right side to awaken that solar active energy. Let me show you how it's done. We're going to take our thumb to block our right nostril. We'll be using our ring finger and pinky finger to block our left nostrils. Our remaining two fingers, we're just going to tuck in, and they're just going to hang out and wait for us. So we're going to block our right nostril, isolating our left nostril, and taking a deep inhale for about 5 seconds. Then we're going to block our left nostril, releasing our thumb from the right nostril and exhaling from the right side for 5 seconds again. We're going to repeat this process now with the right side. So we have the left nostril blocked. From the right nostril, we will take a deep inhale for about 5 seconds, block our right nostril, and then exhale from the left side. That's one round. I'm going to take you through about 5 rounds of this practice, so let's do it together. Ready? Take a breath out, breath in. One more breath out and block your right nostril. Inhale for 5 from the left side. Switch over and exhale for 5 from the right side. Inhale for 5 on the right. Exhale from the left for 5. Keep repeating that process 4 more times. Last one. Great job, guys. A slightly deeper variation of this practice as well, called Nadi Shodana, which involves kumbhak or breath retention. You can practice internal retention or holding the breath in at the top of your breath, or external retention, holding the breath out at the bottom of your exhale. This adds another layer of focus and purification, but it's a bit more advanced. I recommend starting with Anulom Vilom and only incorporating retention once you feel very comfortable and calm with the basic flow. I'll show you what that looks like just for your reference. So we begin the same way. We'll start with our left side. We're going to inhale for 5 seconds, and we're going to hold our breath for 5 seconds at the top. And then we're going to switch over to our right side with an exhalation of 5 seconds and holding our breath again at the bottom of that exhalation for 5 seconds. Then we will again inhale for 5 seconds from the right side, stop at the top of that inhalation for 5 seconds, and exhale from our left side for 5 seconds and hold the breath at the bottom of that exhalation for another 5 seconds. That would be one round of Nadi Shodana, or alternate nostril breathing with breath retention. I'll just demonstrate one round for you right now. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale. Hold the breath. Inhale, right side. Hold the breath. Exhale, left side. Hold the breath. To begin, you can try 2 to 3 rounds of these 5 full breaths, gradually increasing from there over time, and then you can start incorporating the breath retention as you feel more comfortable. Next, we have Kapalbhati, or shining skull breath. This is a more energizing practice that supports digestion, detoxification, and respiratory health. It involves active, forceful exhalations from the lower belly and is followed by natural, passive inhalations. Think of it as blowing out short, sharp breaths from the nose, like you're pumping the breath out from your core. Start slowly and gently, and as always, listen to your body. So let's do about 10 breaths of this together. I like to keep my hand lightly on my abdomen just so I can feel that sharp contraction of my lower belly. And remember, we're going to be forcing this breath out of our nose. Ready? So that was 10 breaths at a moderate pace. I like to do about 10 to 20 of these in maybe 2 to 3 rounds, building from there as my body allows. Don't rush this. Remember that quality here matters way more than quantity. And finally, my favorite, Bhramari, or humming bee breath. I did go over this in my last video, but I wanted to revisit it here because it's truly one of the most soothing pranayamas I know. Bhramari helps calm the nervous system, reduce stress, and brings us back into the body through gentle vibration. You start by closing off your ears with your thumb, lightly placing your fingers over your face, and creating a soft, even humming tone through your exhalation. It's like giving yourself an internal sound bath. Let's do 3 rounds together. We're going to place our thumbs outside of this flap just to push that in. We're going to place our index finger and middle finger over our eyes, our ring finger over our mouth, and our pinky gently on our chin. We're going to take a deep inhale, and as we exhale, we'll be humming slow and steadily throughout our entire exhalation. So let's do 3 rounds. Ready? Close your ears, close your eyes gently, do not pull or tug. Frame your mouth. Take a deep inhale and slowly exhale as you hum. Another round. Inhale. And last round. Inhale. I like to end my practice with a few slow diaphragmatic breaths, really letting the belly rise and fall, and then just sitting in the stillness for a moment before I begin my meditation. So that's my daily pranayama flow. Gentle, intentional, and incredibly powerful. These practices have helped me feel so much more connected to myself, more steady, clear, and supported. And I hope that trying maybe even one of these practices helps to bring a little bit more peace, more joy, more stillness into your day. If you try any one of these, please let me know how you feel in the comments below. If you want a guided version of this practice or a video specifically for morning versus evening, I'd be happy to share more. Thank you so much for breathing with me today. This practice is very special to me, and I'm thankful that I was able to share it with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might find it helpful. Until next time, thank you all again.